Hi everyone, welcome back. This class is all about mobility. So working on our kind of flexibility of joints and our ability to move our body in the right way that we need to on the hiking trails. As always, I won't schedule any breaks because this is a short class, but do feel free to come down to child's pose on the mat if you need a break. Try to work with your breath as you go through. And finally, I'd just like to offer you an intention for this class if you choose to take it forward, and that is that I'm grateful for every movement that my body makes. I'm grateful for every movement that my body makes. Okay, here we go. So in a comfortable seated position, just taking a moment to ground yourself in the mat, feeling your sit bones in contact with the ground, and shrugging the shoulders up and releasing them down. Shrugging up and releasing down. Maybe taking a big sigh out as you release them down. Inhaling to lift and releasing down. A few rolls of the shoulders backwards. And inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale to drop your right arm to the mat and inhale your left arm over. And the other way, exhaling the left arm down, inhale the right arm up. And just keep following this through, inhaling to lift over, exhaling the arm down. Inhaling, leaning over to your right, and exhaling, leaning over to your left. Now stretching forward, reaching the arms out in front of you, inhaling and exhaling forward into a forward fold. And inhaling to return. Inhaling to stretch the arms to the right hand side and exhale to fold forward. Inhaling to rise up and exhaling your arms over to the left hand side. Inhale to lift and exhale to fold forward. Inhaling to rise and bring your hands to your heart center. From your seated position, you're going to move into all fours, stretching the left leg out back with the heel flexed. And just take a calf stretch here, so flexing the heel back, rocking forward onto your toes and back and forward. And then switching your legs, the right leg goes back, flexing and pointing, rocking forwards and back and working into those calf muscles. And switching legs now, so your left leg is raised, just activating the glutes here, so your leg is out straight and you're just pulsing up and down. And with your legs still out long, just taking small circles. Switching legs now, so the right leg comes out straight, taking some pulses first, and then small rotations one way and the other. Now sitting back into a toe squat, so toes tucked underneath you, sitting onto your heels, hands can come to the knees, and switching into an ankle stretch, so ankles tucked underneath, knees lifting. Back to your toe squat, toes tucked underneath, hands on the knees, and one more time switching into your ankle stretch. From here, pushing back into your downward dog, taking some time to pedal your feet out, hips shining up to the ceiling, hands grounded on the mat. Focus on stretching out the calves and the hamstrings as you drop one heel to the floor and then another one. Finding stillness in your downward dog, and from there, step or jump to the front of your mat. Hands on the mat, flat back, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. hands to heart center. Inhale, arms slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into plank. Exhale, down into chaturanga and into upward facing dog. We'll take knees, chest, chin, and then cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Exhale to bring the right foot between the hands. Bend your back leg and keep this on the ground. Inhale, arms up into low lunge. Inhale to come up. Exhale to step back into plank. Inhale and exhale into chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward dog. Now inhale, lift the left leg and step it between the hands into your low lunge. Inhale, the arms up above the head. Exhale to go deeper in that front knee if you can. Exhale to put the hands beside the foot, push back into plank and lower down into chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Exhale to bring the right foot between the hands. Bend your back leg and keep this on the ground. Inhale, arms up into low lunge. Opening your arms out to face the long side of the mat in the front of the room. Inhale, return the arms above the head, and exhale to turn to twist to the back side of the room. Exhale to put the hands beside the foot, push back into plank and lower down into chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale to bring the left leg up and exhale to step it between the hands, going into your low lunge, lifting the arms up in the air and exhale to twist to the front of the room. Inhale the arms up and exhale to face the back of the room in a twist. Exhale to put the hands beside the foot, push back into plank and lower down into chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, checking your alignment, putting your heels towards the ground. From downward dog, inhale to lift the right leg up and exhale to step between the hands. This time coming into your high lunge, keeping your back leg straight, and exhale to twist to the front of your mat. Inhale the arms above the head and exhale to twist to the back of the mat. Inhale the arms up, exhale and drop your left hand to the mat, bringing your right arm up and going into an easy twist. Exhale, coming to the front of your mat, and inhale to rise up with your legs wide. Exhale, fold forward with your hands on your hips, placing your hands on the ground, and then bringing your head down to a gentle, wide-legged forward fold. Returning your hands to your hips, and inhaling to slowly rise up, head coming up last. And then bending your right leg, straightening your left leg, bringing your left arm over your head, feeling the stretch, and switching over to the other side, bending the left leg, straightening the right. Exhale to your other side. Inhale to rise up and exhale to lower to the left hand side. Heel toeing your feet together till they're about hip distance apart, and turning your toes out slightly, coming down into a yogic squat. Take care to make sure that your knees are pointing towards your toes and not inwards. Bring your elbows inside your knees and your hands to prayer. Slowly rolling up. And stepping the left foot to the front of the mat, right leg back into your high lunge with your left foot forward. Inhale and exhale to twist to the front of the mat. Inhale and exhale to twist to the back of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to bring the right hand to the mat and the left hand up into an easy twist. Exhale, coming round back into your side squat. This time your right leg is bent, your left straight. Switching to the other side, left was bent and right straight. Switch again, left arm over your head. One more time to the other side, and your right arm is above your head. Coming into goddess pose now, keeping your feet wide apart, your toes pointing out, your knees tracking above your ankles, opening your chest, and going as deep as you can into this pose. Bringing your feet together and stepping to the front of your mat. Inhale to lift your arms up, slight back bend. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and stepping back to your plank, taking knees, chest, chin or chaturanga, upward dog or cobra. And exhaling back into downward facing dog. Stepping your right foot between your hands now, turning your left foot out to 90 degrees so that it points to the front of the room, arms out parallel with the floor, looking to your front arm, warrior two. Inhale, bring your right arm up over your head into reverse warrior. Return your arms parallel, going deeper into that front knee, and exhaled into side angle pose. Inhale, the arms back to parallel. Straightening that front leg, the right leg, you may wish to step a little bit closer and coming down into your triangle pose. Just bringing your right arm to the lower leg and your left arm up. Here you can look down to the ground or look up, focusing on opening your chest and trying not to slip forwards here. Inhale, the arms up, bringing your feet parallel, and then pivoting your left foot, coming into triangle pose on the other side. Careful not to put too much weight here into your hand. You should be supporting yourself with your core and opening your chest up as much as possible here. Inhale to rise up, and exhale, coming down into your warrior two, arms out parallel, looking forwards, hips shining forwards to the front of the room. And exhale to reverse the warrior. Inhale into warrior two, and exhale into the side angle pose. Inhale, back to warrior two, arms parallel. Now going into pyramid pose. So you want both feet facing towards the back of the mat, parallel to one another like they're on train tracks. Bringing that back foot in a little bit closer. And then inhaling to lengthen, hands on the hips. Exhaling to fold down. Bringing your hands to the mat if they'll go there, and relaxing your head down, feeling the hamstring stretch. Try to keep your hips level here as much as possible. And inhaling to rise back up, and pivoting to the other side. Hands on the hips, and exhale to fold forward, reaching the hands to the ground and relaxing the head forward. Inhale to rise up, stepping to the front of your mat, and inhale the arms above the head, slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into your plank, knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. And inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling back to downward facing dog. From your downward dog, lifting your right leg into the air, and exhale to bring it between your hands. Inhale the arms up into your high lunge, back leg straight. Inhale to lift your back leg up into the air, into warrior three. Leaning forward, trying to keep the hips parallel. Hands to your chest in a prayer position or out straight behind you. And then putting both hands on the floor, slowly start to turn into a half moon pose. So keeping your right hand on the floor, lifting your left arm up and trying to shine your hips forward to the front of the room as much as you can. Returning your hands to the ground and stepping back into your high lunge. Framing your foot and stepping back into the downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg up and stepping between your hands and inhale into your high lunge. Exhale and inhale, lifting the right leg up into warrior 3. Left arm on the ground and inhale to lift the right arm up and slowly opening your hips up to the back of the room into half moon pose. If you fall out here, don't worry, just come back into the pose. And exhale to come back into your high lunge. Framing your foot with your hands and stepping back into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. And then coming to your seated position. Now we're going to go into boat pose. You can do the full extension with legs straight or with your knees bent. Inhaling and exhaling and release. One more time. Inhale, exhale and release. One more time. Inhale, exhale and lower very slowly, as slow as you can, all the way down to the mat. Staying on your back here, I'm just going to demonstrate the eagle arms. So you want to swing one of your arms underneath the other one, coming into a bind, bringing the elbows in front of the chest whilst you lay on your back, just stretching out your shoulders. And switching the arms into the other side so the other one comes underneath. And release. Bringing your knees up, taking them to one side, arms out, perhaps facing the opposite way to your knees, taking a twist. Inhale, return the legs to center. Exhale to bring them to the other side. And returning to center, you might want to bring your knees towards you into a little ball, taking a few rocks back and forth up your spine here. And then coming down, squeezing into a little ball. And release. Now coming down into your final resting pose, into Savasana on the mat. Your back flat on the mat, your legs out, your toes falling to the side, and your arms by your sides relaxed. Taking any last adjustments that you need to be comfortable in this position. I'd like to read you a short poem on the theme of gratitude. I am grateful for my body, for every step that it takes. I am grateful for my mind, for every thought that it makes. I am grateful for my legs, for allowing me to move. I am grateful for my heart, for allowing me to love. I am grateful for this mat, for allowing me to practice. I am grateful for this room, for giving me solace. I am grateful for the ground, for keeping me safe. I am grateful for the earth and all the human race. starting to put a little bit of movement in your body, maybe wiggling your toes or your hands and fingers. Perhaps bringing your arms above your head to take a full body stretch. And when you're ready, rolling onto your preferred side, maybe putting your head onto your palms. And slowly coming up into a seated position, keeping the eyes closed. Bringing the hands into prayer to the forehead and then to the heart center. Namaste.